Okay, we're going to do just a little bit of a lecture on the binomial distribution in 4.3 of your OpenStax book. So there's 3 characteristics of a binomial distribution. So it's a discrete distribution, which, remember, discrete means number of. So there's a fixed number of trials. And you can think of the trials as repetitions of an experiment. And N obviously notes your number of trials. And there's only 2 possible outcomes, hence binomial bi. So, and each outcome is called a success or a failure. And the letter P denotes a success, the probability of a success in one trial, and Q denotes the probability of failure. And notice that P plus Q has to equal to 1. So, for example, just it's either yes or no. Okay, if you're asked something, is a piece of equipment defective or not? Do you use your cell phones in class? Yes or no? When you're up to bat at a baseball game, do you make a hit or not? Again, 2 things. And one thing that I want to note is simply that even if it is a success, you have to read the context of the question. The probability of a success, again, and the failure remains the same, but a success is not necessarily something good. So if we're looking at how many defective radios were sent out for whatever reason, and that's what we're looking at, the success would be if the radio was defective. And then if it was defective, again, that's obviously not a good thing, but it, again, is whatever the context of the question is asking you. And your mean is given by, which is the same thing as expected value, N times P, your probability of success. N is your number of trials. Variance, I don't think we're going to get into that too much here, is population variance is NPQ. Standard deviation would obviously be the square root of that. We're not really have to worry about Bernoulli. Notation-wise, notice that you have the random variable x, and you have this, what's called a tilde. That's the Greek letter tilde. So this is how it would be represented. Read this as x is a random variable with a binomial distribution. The parameters are n and p, where n is your number of trials, and p is the probability of a success on each trial. So we're going to be using the calculator to calculate the questions in my open math, as well as StatDisk. And another thing that's going to come in very handy is having to write these out. So I'm going to pull up my document camera, and I'm going to refer you back to this. Okay. So when English says x is at least 4, that means x is greater than or equal to 4. So we're going to have to be changing words to symbols here, and we'll be looking at that in just a greater detail in just a little bit. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.